everybody. Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player from Tasty Licks Barbecue. Today, Sicilian pizza on a big green egg. Here we go. Okay, folks, so we're gonna make our Sicilian pizza, pizza Italia, pizza in a pan, Siciliano. And here we have our two different pans. These are my favorite pans. We're gonna do this probably in a ceramic grill, like a big green egg. So these are my two favorite pans, and of course you can get these on our website. This is actually my favorite one. It's about 12 inches square, and it's got this anodized coating, which is, it's not really non-stick, but it like sort of gets seasoned. Now, we put a lot of olive oil down, and we put our plop of dough. It's around 800 grams, okay? 750, 800 grams. And we put it in here, and we put it in, I'm putting it in here first thing this morning. And I'm gonna push it out. This is what this job is, pushing out the dough. Now, many years ago, I watched my Aunt Millie and my Aunt Rosie at St. Marco's Club in Temple, Pennsylvania. I watched them do this very thing. And then 40 years later, I watched Tony Gemignani do it in his restaurant when I was at his pizza school. Okay, and we keep pushing it out, and it'll shrink back, and it's going to start ballooning up. And then we're going to make our Sicilian pizza. And this one here, I probably could have used a little bigger piece of dough in here. I put a lot of olive oil underneath, a lot. Can you look at that, cameraman? Can you come in here and show this olive oil? There's a lot of olive oil, and on top. Okay, and you just start pushing it out as it warms up. Now, if you can find a warm place in your house, like 85 degrees, that'd be even better, like above your stove. Or you can turn your oven on and turn it off. You keep like dimpling it like this and pushing it out. Now these are cooperating pretty good. We made this dough yesterday. This is my universal pizza dough recipe that's on the website. And here we have some of our other stuff that we're going to use. We have some Tasty Licks Tree Hugger, which is, I kind of use like garlic salt. I actually put some of that in the sauce. I have our sauce all made here, and it was made yesterday. I have our olive oil, and that's really all we're going to need, except maybe a big spatula. Sometimes when these baking, I get a big spatula in there, and we'll show you. We have the egg set up. We're going to get it to about 600 degrees, maybe 650. And we're going to bake them in there. They'll bake in, 5 minutes maybe, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. And we'll show you how we do it when we get around to it. Okay, so our dough has been rising, and you see here I have two more that I've done. Again, in my favorite pan, the 12-inch anodized pan. If you can look at this real close, cameraman, you can see this is real airy here. You see this if I push down? And because this is risen, and oh, this is real light and fluffy. This is almost ready to become a pizza. This has been sitting for about an hour in a really warm spot, and it really worked. And this one here too, these are ready. These are almost ready to bake. And what we're going to do is, we're going to try and push it up on the sides a little and get a little bit of a border, like that. The corners are the ornery parts, you know. You gotta, like I say, I watched the master Tony Gemignani trying to get his dough up in the corners, and it's a universal problem. But if you can get an edge like this, a lip, that's even better because it'll hold your sauce. You kind of push it from the center out. You know, this is almost ready to bake. So we're going to get our grill up to about 600, 650, 550. If you're doing it in your oven, do it at 550. Crank the thing all the way up and leave it that way. Okay? So we're going to dress these, and then we're going to put them on. So we'll show you how we do that. Folks, we're here making Sicilian pizza today. We're making it on a big green egg. I've got my anodized 12 by 12 inch pans. I got my Sicilian pizza dough in here, and I'm surrounded by all the things I love when I'm making pizza. Now, we let this dough rise for a couple hours, and we kept pushing it out, and I'm going to push it out a little more, and then I'm going to put some things on it. So let me do the pushing first here. Mr. Cameraman, maybe you can come in here a little closer. I really ideally want a lip on the edge, but this is really nice and puffy, and you see how all the olive oil on there? You can tell that this is just going to be fantastic. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glove off here because it's greasy. I'm going to dock the dough in the middle. And docking the dough means letting the air out, degas it. Now they have docking tools that the professional pizza guys use, but guys like me, we just use a fork. We're going to degas the center of the dough and leave the edges puffy. You know, because they're going to be like a border here. Now, some people pre-bake this dough for 5 or 6 minutes and then put their sauce and all their dressings on. And that way it stops you from getting a gum line on the top or a soft top, a wet top. And I got to tell you, I actually like it that way, soft. That's how my family always made it. So I dress it with the sauce and everything all at one time. But you can do it either way. You can pre-bake it for a few minutes and bring it in and put all your stuff on it. Or you can do this. Make sure your ingredients, your toppings, are room temperature, and you'll be good. Now let me just show you all the things I have. I have my spoon here for my sauce. I've got this spatula because halfway through the baking, I'm going to get underneath there. I'm going to run it under there to make sure it isn't sticking. This is called a spoonula. A spoon and a spatula combined. That's good to put sauce on. I've got myself some shredded mozzarella cheese. I've got myself some chopped up provolone here if I want to do that. And I've got these pepperoncini that I've sliced up. I got a little oregano here. As we put oregano on pizza, that's the only thing we put it on. And if I need it, more olive oil. It doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? So let's dress the pie and bake it. Okay, so here's our dough. It's all docked. Now if you want, you can put a little more oil in there, but this is pretty happening, so I'm just going to be okay with that. Now I'm going to spoon some sauce. We're going to use a lot of sauce. Now you also can drain your sauce, strain it and take some of the moisture out of it, but I like it like this. And this is the sauce. You know, there's a video how to make the sauce. You can come to one of our pizza classes and we'll show you how to make a traditional pizza. We don't really do a Sicilian class, but if you want to know how to make a killer pizza, you can come learn all the techniques I learned from Tony Gemignani at the International School of Pizza in San Francisco. And we're going to put a lot of sauce on here, because I like it with a lot of sauce. And this is made out of our Stanislaus 711 tomatoes, which is one of my favorites. You can buy them from us in the big cans. You can order them right on the internet. Is that enough of a plug for my store today? I don't think so. Okay, so about like that. I put it on pretty liberally, and I try and get close to the edges here. Take a little extra time, give it a little extra love, and you'll be happy. You see that little lip around helps? Okay, so that's that for the sauce. Now, let's cut to the cheese right now. Cut to the cheese. Like, who cut to the cheese? Here we go. How much did you put on? Oh, pretty darn much. You know, don't go too crazy, but, you know, pretty good coating, like the guy in the pizza shop does. You watched him do it 1,000,000 times, didn't you? Yeah, and you wished you could do it yourself because it's a lot of fun making a pizza pie. Then you feed it to your friends and they tell you how great you are. I like that part. That feeds my ego, my pathetic ego. Okay. How's that look? I look pretty good so far. Now, how about some peperoncino? These are like those sliced, stuffed, they're like those stuffed peppers. They're stuffed with prosciutto. And I take the stuffing out and I slice them real thin and I put them on here. They're almost like a pickled tasting thing. You can see a little bit of the prosciutto still hanging around there. The vegetarians in the crowd probably won't be happy about that. The vegans already don't like it because of the cheese. So that's the way it's going to go, though, on this one. And we'll try making one a little more correct later for the vegetarians in the crowd. Now, I've got this on here, and the only other thing you're going to want to do is, I got a little bit of oregano here. Put a little bit of this on, because you put oregano on pizza if you're in Italy. And that's the only thing you put it on. You heard it here. Now, you could put a little salt. Taste your cheese first. And if your cheese is salty enough, you don't have to put it. You can sprinkle a little garlic salt or a little bit, I'll tell you what's good on here, a little bit of the Tasty Licks Tree Hugger. Use that like garlic salt. Put a little on top. Maybe a little more oil like this here, watch. A little squiggly. We're going to put this on our grill at like 500 to 600 degrees on our Big Green Egg, indirect. We'll show you that. Are you running? Okay, we're at our egg. We got it between 550 and 600. We're going to put this baby right on there. There you go. So we'll show you what it's like when it's done. Okay, so here we are. We're over 600 degrees. We got flames shooting out of the top here, so that's good. And we're going to open it up. We got our gloves on. We're being real careful. Oh, it's baking perfectly. Okay, close it up. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do here. We're gonna make sure this isn't sticking. We burped our egg. We're being real careful opening it. Look at those flames licking there. We're gonna go under here like this and make sure it isn't sticking. Because even with all that oil, and then we're gonna rotate it a little bit. Okay, like that. Perfect. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. A couple more minutes and that's gonna be done. Okay, folks, this pizza looks like it's done to me. I'm going to look underneath. Oh, yeah, it can be almost black there, and it's still good. Look at that beautiful pie. You know, it's trying to of sticking my pan today, which is not cool, but luckily I'm ahead of the game. And that's it. So now we're going to take it off, and we're going to take it inside and eat it. There you go. Watch right there. That is hot. All right, let's eat it. Alrighty, folks. Hey, take a look over here. Lily, the smoking retriever, she thinks she's getting some pizza. Oh, yeah. You know what I got myself here? First off, the dog, and then I got, that's right, 2 innocent bystanders. Now, as you can tell, me and these 2 guys have all been trying to win the who can eat the most contest. But today, we're just going to eat some Sicilian pizza. Pizza in a pan, pizza Italia. Okay? Now, tell you what I'm going to do here. I get under here and I scrape it again just one more time. Now, I must tell you that I got a hole. I'm going to show you. You know, you're going to gain by my mistakes. I got a hole in my dough here, something that never happens, and the goo went through, and that's where it's been sticking. The cheese. That hardly ever happens. I don't think it ever happened on a thick pizza like this. But maybe when I docked it, I went through there too much. It doesn't matter because this is going to be rocking. So let's cut some slices. This is exactly how Aunt Millie and Aunt Rosie did it at St. Marco's Club in Temple all those 40 years ago when I used to be a little kid, used to stand there watching, waiting for my piece of pizza. They used to spin the pan around and go from the other direction. I'm going to just do that. I'm going to go here like this. We're going to just cut some pieces off here. This is going to be hot, boys. Really hot. Well, let's get these pieces out of here. You know what? This is going to be a little woody tasted too because we had a lot of smoke going in our grill. So you're getting the benefits of the wood flavor too. Now I'm going to have to cut one for myself tonight. No, wait, just take one. Just don't touch. Just take one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hypnotic. Hypnotic. Look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now you can have it. There you go. I just wanted to tempt you with that. Okay. Now let's cut another piece here for you know who. Hey, studio audience, that smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, young man. Okay, now I'm gonna get one too now. You know what? I'm gonna try it first just to make sure it's not too hot. It's not too hot. What? Take a bite. Oh yeah. You're good? Oh, yeah. Tasty, awesome. Delicious. How about that dough? Is that dough just a perfect combination between crunchy and soft?
Yep. It is. That's
yeah. That's the Smoke Guitar Player's multitasking pizza dough. Today we used it on Sicilian pizza. Oh yeah, go ahead and take another bite. Hey, you know what? We'll do the test over here. Watch this. Watch this. Go ahead. Over there. There you go. Oh yeah, baby. Did you get the action? Okay, cameraman. So folks, that's how you make a Sicilian pizza on your big green egg. So go to our website, www.tastylicksbbq.com. We got the recipes. And don't forget, you can come to one of my pizza classes. I'll teach you how to do all this. I'll teach you how to toss a little dough, make a nice Neapolitan pizza, make the dough, the sauce, everything from scratch. Okay? So, Smoking Guitar Player saying, see you next time.